Oh, some small metal parts came loose, but they won't help me. Oh, some small metal parts came loose. What's this device?
A robot arm with a universal mounting for drilling equipment. There is a magnet beam currently installed. It can pull in magnetic objects and repel them. That way you can transport them and retrieve metal from the ground.
These stone and metal samples are so heavy. They're also rock hard and they're also...
What? Come on, open up! You've got power. What else do you want?
Oh, wait a moment. I see. The emergency power supply only powers the machines and lights in this room. All doors appear to be locked by an alarm protocol that belongs to the station's main system.
So what else can I do? Use a crowbar? It doesn't work, but this beam should be able to grasp the door, right?
Correct, Tessa, but the door is made of titanium, which is not magnetic. Probably one of the reasons why rooms such as this one were built with non-magnetic materials was to ensure that the magnetic beam would not be operated incorrectly.
So to protect us humans from ourselves.
Biological life forms are never perfect.
Minerals and ores were... I really... There were some magnetic metal parts in the hole. The only thing I can do with this welder is weld pieces of metal together. I was able to... Iron scrap pieces that I took with me because they're magnetic. Maybe I can turn them into something useful. If I put it in the cavities between the struts, it might stay. Yeah, looks good. I'd better put on the helmet.
If this does not work, we will not be able to remove it again. Are you sure this is a good idea?
It's going to work. Trust me, Core. The welder is out of gas and nothing more than dead weight now. Core, do you have any final objections, hints, or prayers you want to share?
No. My calculations indicate a relatively high chance of success. I will not disclose the exact number so as not to worry you. If this fails, however, it could ruin the entire mechanism and jam it forever.
And you think that would not worry me? Okay. Unpleasant, but unavoidable. Let's go. A real beauty.
The high probability was correct. Statistics don't lie.
Neither do physics. Yes, a way inside. Finally. What is that? Mark? Hey! Stop! What the? How can he? Where did he go?
I am not registering any signs of life.
I saw something, a shadow, the silhouette of the human. He ran away.
I assume my sensors are somewhat more precise than your eyes.
So you're saying I'm imagining things? Well, the situation is getting to me, so I guess I can't rule it out. Stay positive, Tessa. We did it. We're in. That's something, at least. There's nothing going on here in the station. Where did the signal come from, Core?
From this direction. Enhancing location. There is a light source up in the command center.
You're right. Let's go. Maybe I was right after all. Hello? Nothing. No light. No person. Not even energy by the looks of it. Damn it!
Your heart rate is too high, Tessa.
Keep my heart rate out of it. I'm allowed to get upset about all this crap. What is this all about? We both saw the light core. It was up here, no doubt. And now I'm here and there's nothing? No power, no source of light, nothing. What the hell is going on here? And the signal. What could have been sending it, Core?
This is definitely the source, but I cannot find any electricity in the vicinity, just the generator we started.
What was it then? 11 hedgehogs and a hamster wheel? An average-sized toucan with a megaphone?
Both of these theories are probably incorrect.
Sorry for getting so riled up, Core. I mean, it's not your fault. So you've lost the signal and there's no power here. Nor are there any signs of life from anyone. Or anything. Are you able to tell us more about the outpost now?
Yes, this is an independent drilling and research station. Judging by the condition of its building materials, it was probably built 20 to 40 Earth years ago. I could find all details in the database. But I have a theory now what kind of planet we are on and where it might be located.
Well, let's hear it.
Visualization initialized. I have the slightly disconcerting suspicion that the station is not close to any inhabited planets. These are almost always incorporated into designated trade routes. They have an alternating crew of more than 400 people, as this allows for the transportation of large amounts of necessary goods. The station we currently find ourselves in, however, is autonomous and small, and its regular crew could not have encompassed more than 40 people. I assume that it was part of a research program which erected stations such as this one at the edge of the known parts of the galaxy. Ships are sent to these stations in regular intervals of more than a year, as long as they are in service. In the meantime, the stations function autonomously. At some point, they are abandoned once the borders of explored territory shift.
But there must have been some kind of communications channel for emergencies.
Indeed, but direct interstellar communication is too slow. It could take months for a signal to reach another planet. These stations help themselves, they have no choice. However, IMC ships regularly fly through these areas to pick up any signals. If necessary, they can help or relay information to headquarters. There might also be trading or exploration ships from other companies that could receive signals from here, long before they reach any inhabited planets.
So that means, if we transmit a distress signal, it's more like a smoke signal on a lost island at sea. Not like calling emergency services via landline that will be there tomorrow.
Correct.
So, reaching someone will take time, but it's not impossible. As soon as the station has enough power, it will keep us alive and can continuously emit signals to the transport routes so someone can pick us up.
Correct.
Then let's do it.
Good. The power supply comes from an incineration plant in the station's west wing. We received a signal from here, so the communication systems seem to be intact.
It's nice how both of us are just ignoring the fact that the signal shouldn't have existed, just like the light. But okay, we should just be glad that we noticed it and we're here now. Now we just need power. This console won't help us without power. They obviously never finished the work on this cable shaft. There's a hollow, sturdy metal cylinder here full of holes. Some kind of cable duct, I suppose. It's hanging onto a few thin metal plates that are connected to the shaft. It's not screwed in, but welded onto the shaft with thin strips of metal.
This is the communications console with which signals can be sent to other planets or through space.
That's our way out of here, as long as we can get it powered up.
Correct. Once the incinerator is providing energy, we will have access to the database where we should be able to find flight paths close to this planet. Then, a signal will only be a few button pushes away.
Good. Well, better than nothing anyway. Let's keep working on the incinerator then. Once we've got to it, that is. It says medical ward on the door. It's locked, and I can't see any way of moving it or reaching the mechanism. It all looks so beautiful from up here, as if the outpost has just become one with nature. That's strange.
What do you mean?
The cables. The station is overgrown, but that doesn't tear out cables.
What do you mean?
The cable.
This console won't help us.
Nothing helpful.
It won't move. But it's open just a crack. Looks like someone tried to keep it open with a metal plate. But it didn't work like it did with the other door there. But it did. A metal bar was stuck in the door to keep it open.
If I calculated this station's procedures and automatic systems correctly, then there are various, specific, manual steps executed by humans necessary to achieve this outcome. Usually, the security system would open this door. There must have been an emergency lockdown while someone was holding this bar in place, analogous to the locked door by the drilling room.
Oh, compared to the control room, this place is full of random assortments of outdated technology. Apart from this robot arm, nothing really belongs here, I think.
In self-sustaining facilities, it is not unusual to adjust the equipment according to the given conditions, as long as the people in charge know what they are doing, or they have a core.
I can imagine. A workbench full of trash and signs of wear and tear. That's what every DIY enthusiast dreams of. The only thing left inside here are a cable, a kind of nozzle, and a lot of screws. This console won't help us without power. Cord, that looks like a 3D printer.
Correct. This machine can turn virtual models into reality by applying liquid synthetic materials and metals layer by layer and then hardening them. How do you know that?
I remember I did some research into this topic. My long-term memory seems to be working at least. But it needs power. A coffee machine. What a surprise. The robot can be moved using these wheels, but only down here, even though it should be able to stretch upwards.
That is probably only for maintenance purposes and to be able to get it out of the way if it cannot move on its own anymore.
I don't think it'll be useful to me anywhere, so I'll just move it back. A robot arm that seems to be able to move around along these rails. But what does it do?
There are boxes stored in the ceiling. This robot arm is the only way of reaching these and getting them down.
I don't think it'll... Oh, lots of cogs. This has to be the robot's mechanism. Lots of cogs in varying sizes and shapes. I could get out the cog up here, but I don't think I'll need it. I A gas burner with 2 tubes, both of which aren't connected to anything. Lots of cogs and varying... A robot arm that's...
It hasn't got a screw loose, and isn't missing one either.
I'm sure this display is used to control the mechanism next to it. It fits! But, instead of moving the door, it just got bent.
An ID card of the Intergalactic Mining Corporation. There's a picture.
Nope.
We are also going to need power here. Tessa,
Yeah, you're right, but I can't find any mechanical way of opening them either. It's all solid as rock. This is the main entrance where we climbed through the hole under the junk, right?
correct. But just like all the other doors, it needs power to open.
Behind this is the incinerator plant that powers everything, right?
Correct. Also, the vehicle hangar. According to my data, the doors should have an emergency mechanism with which you can manually open them. We only need to find the access point.
I can't move it. It's held on by some screws. A bit rusty, but it's working. Yes, that looks like a manual mechanism.
This does not conform to regular standards. There is a cog missing.
These barrels have been here for ages. I can't read what's inside them. They're too rusty.
It should not be anything dangerous. Otherwise, these plants would not be growing here so abundantly. That is logical. I hope.
The drilling room is connected to the station's main power supply. Core, your analysis was correct.
Since the screwdriver is not drawn to it, we can conclude that this metal is not, or only slightly, magnetic. But you can't break the ore with it either.
Come on already. I can't get it out with brute force. Any ideas?
You should loosen the crystals by softening the ore. Then it should work. A match will do nothing here.
Come on. I can't.
You should loosen the...
That might be useful. Nope. Lots of cogs and I could get out the cog up here, but I don't think I'll need it. They're attached with nuts, not with screws. The ceiling is divided into strange sections, but I can't see any lamps.
These are special storage containers that are assigned to employees and can be retrieved from the ceiling with the help of the robot. The workers in this room probably did not care about light, but there are lamps on the walls in the upper areas.
There are some elements and materials written down here. A workbench full of... And of course,